Hey guys, welcome to my blog again. Carol here, and in this video I'm going to show you some quick tips on how I use my Silhouette cutter to address these bands that will go over some cute wedding invites. So stay tuned to see how I achieved this. So as you know, I like using my own pens rather than the pens from the Silhouette brand, mostly because it's pretty difficult to get them here in Mexico. So the very first thing I like to do when using my own pens is I give the pens a test drive, and I like making different doodly lines, and I use different pressures. But I do this by hand because it's easier to actually get a feel of the pen, and it's easier to know if the ink is going to flow nicely or not, or if the ballpoint is stuck or clogged, or I don't know. It's a lot better to do this beforehand. There's a new version of a pen holder, which has got different settings, but I use the older version of it, the older model, and it's got two screws like this. And I've been reading some reviews about it, and some people just hate it, but I love it. It's pretty easy to use. You just place your pen like that all the way down. You tight the screws. Just make sure you don't tighten it too much, because it might strip the plastic, but otherwise it works really good and it's really easy to use. And you just place it where the blade should go, and then tighten up the knob, and that's it. Since I use the guides that come in the cutting mat, I make sure in my software I reveal the cutting mat, so I know where the text will fall in nicely. See, so you get that grid right there, and that grid is exactly the same in your cutting mat. I mean, mine is pretty worn out, but yeah. Another really good tip is make sure you don't place your paper where the rollers fall, because it will change the surface of the paper, and then the pressure settings will not work exactly for the whole piece of paper. So after I did my pressure test and all by hand, I ended up using a thickness of 4 instead of 18 and a speed of 5 instead of 10. And I made sure I placed my bands 1 inch from the edges so they wouldn't fall on the rollers, and it ended up being really nice. It was time saving too, so I hope this worked for you. If you've got any other questions or comments, please don't be shy. Share with me, and make sure to visit my page, and yeah, subscribe. Bye.